Deep inside an Iranian mountain lies Fordow, a nuclear fortress buried under hundreds of feet of rock. Fordow is the heart of Iran's nuclear ambitions, a challenge that has confounded world leaders for years. Built to be untouchable, it's a bold statement. Iran's nuclear program will survive no matter what. Today, June 23, 2025, Fordow is at the center of a global standoff. Tensions are at a boiling point. The world watches anxiously. Diplomats talk peace, but generals prepare for war. The question, can Fordow be destroyed, and at what cost? The facility pushes the limits of military technology and international law. Fordow is more than uranium and centrifuges. It's about national pride, fear, and survival. Its shadow stretches from the Gulf to Israel all the way to Washington. Years of failed agreements have left the world with a stark choice: accept a nuclear Iran or risk devastating conflict. Fordow stands as a reminder that some problems have no easy answers. This story explores why Fordow was built, what makes it so hard to destroy, and the military challenges it poses. We'll examine Israel's dilemma and the unique power the US holds. The recent American strike showed the world what it takes to attack such a target, and the immense risks involved. Understanding Fordow is key to understanding one of the most critical security challenges of our time. This is a story of technology, strategy, and the high-stakes politics of the nuclear age. Fordow, officially the Fordow Fuel Enrichment Plant, sits near Qom, deep inside a mountain once used by Iran's Revolutionary Guard. Its existence was a secret until 2009, when the US, Britain, and France exposed it, shocking the world. Fordow's main enrichment halls are buried under 300 feet of rock and reinforced concrete, making them nearly impossible to hit from the air. Iran learned from past attacks to protect a nuclear program, bury it deep. Inside, Fordow is a maze of tunnels and halls designed for thousands of centrifuges. These machines enrich uranium, which can power reactors, or at high purity, make a bomb. Fordow's design is perfect for sensitive work, hidden from inspectors and safe from bombs. It's Iran's nuclear insurance policy. Building Fordow in secret broke international rules and deepened mistrust with the West. Many world leaders saw it as proof that Iran's nuclear program wasn't peaceful. The hidden fortress became a symbol of Iranian defiance. Fordow showed Iran would go to great lengths to pursue its nuclear goals. The secrecy and depth of Fordow make it a unique challenge for the world. Its existence changed the nuclear landscape in the Middle East. Fordow is not just a facility, it's a message to the world. The world must now decide how to respond to this underground threat. Fordow was built for one reason: survival. Iran's main enrichment site, Natanz, is vulnerable to airstrikes. Fordow is the backup, deep, hidden, and designed to keep Iran's nuclear program alive if Natanz is destroyed. This makes Fordow especially alarming to other countries. Its protection allows Iran to potentially enrich uranium to weapons-grade levels quickly and secretly. This is the so-called breakout scenario. Iran could race to a bomb before the world reacts. Under the 2015 nuclear deal, Iran agreed to halt enrichment at Fordow, but after the US left the deal, Iran restarted its work. Advanced centrifuges returned, and enrichment levels rose. Each step signaled Iran's growing capability and intent. For Iran, Fordow is about security and pride. For the world, it's a source of instability. The facility embodies the deep mistrust at the heart of the nuclear standoff. Fordow's existence forces nations to confront hard choices. It's a physical reminder that nuclear risks can't be easily contained. The world's efforts to control Fordow have only made the stakes higher. Fordow is both a shield and a provocation. Its very existence keeps the region on edge. For Israel, Fordow is an existential threat. Israel's policy: never allow Iran to get a nuclear weapon. Israel has struck nuclear sites before, but Fordow is different. Buried under 300 feet of rock, it's beyond the reach of Israeli bombs. Even the most powerful Israeli munitions can't penetrate that deep. Attacking Fordow would be like chipping at a mountain with a hammer. Reaching the site would require Israeli jets to fly over hostile airspace, risking detection and interception. Iran's air defenses make the mission even more dangerous. Israel has turned to sabotage and cyber attacks, but these can only slow, not stop, Iran's program. The fortress at Fordow remains intact. Israel is forced to rely on the US for the one threat it can't handle alone. Fordow's invulnerability shifts the strategic balance in the Middle East. It leaves Israel in a dangerous bind, unable to act yet unable to ignore the threat. The existence of Fordow changes everything for Israeli security. Fordow may be untouchable for Israel but not for the United States. The US has a unique weapon, the B-2 Spirit stealth bomber, armed with the GBU-57 Massive Ordnance Penetrator, or MOP. The B-2 can fly undetected across continents, slip past air defenses, and deliver its payload with precision. The MOP is a 30,000-pound bomb designed to tunnel through rock and concrete before detonating. This combination is the only conventional means to destroy Fordow. The US has upgraded the MOP over the years, sending a clear message: no bunker is truly safe. This gives America a military option no other country has. But having the tool and using it are very different things. The threat of the B-2 and MOP hangs over every negotiation. It's the ultimate last resort if diplomacy fails, but the risks of using it are enormous. In February 2025, the US put its option to the test. Intelligence showed Iran enriching uranium to weapons grade at Fordow. 2 B-2 bombers flew undetected, each carrying a GBU-57. The operation, codenamed Mountain Breaker, was executed with precision. The first bomb struck, clearing a path. The second followed, reaching the buried chambers. The fortress was breached, but the consequences were immediate. Iran declared the attack an act of war, launching missiles at US bases and trying to close the Strait of Hormuz. The region erupted into conflict. The American gamble to end the nuclear threat ignited a wider war. Iran withdrew from the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, vowing to build a bomb. The strike destroyed Fordow, but not Iran's nuclear ambitions. Instead, it fueled a new determination to go nuclear. The high-stakes gamble came at a very high price. The aftermath of the Fordow strike was chaos. Iran's retaliation plunged the Middle East into its worst conflict in decades. US and allied forces came under attack, oil prices soared, shaking the global economy. The strike, meant to be decisive, became the start of a prolonged war. America's allies condemned the attack, straining global alliances. Russia and China sided with Iran, deepening world divisions. Inside Iran, the attack unified the population and silenced dissent. Hardliners gained power, arguing that only military strength could protect Iran. The desire for a nuclear weapon became a national consensus. The attack destroyed a facility but created a stronger will to rebuild. The message to other nations: bury your programs deeper, trust treaties less. The strike risked starting a new, more dangerous arms race. Even in ruins, Fordow casts a long shadow. Its destruction couldn't erase what it represented: a nation's defiance and determination. For Iran, Fordow is a symbol of achievement and vulnerability, a lesson for future leaders. The rubble justifies building even deeper, more hidden facilities. For military planners, Fordow is a case study in bunker warfare. It pushed technology to its limits and changed how nations think about underground threats. Now, countries dig deeper, attackers build bigger bombs. Fordow set a new standard in the arms race between offense and defense. Its legacy is a warning. Destroying a fortress can have catastrophic consequences. You can destroy a building but not knowledge or ambition. In the nuclear age, some victories look a lot like defeat. Fordow's story leaves us with a hard truth: there are no perfect solutions. Allowing a nuclear Iran is dangerous. Attacking it risks war and chaos. The 2025 strike showed that military power can break bunkers, but not resolve political conflict. Bombs can't create trust or change a nation's core interests. The world is left choosing between two disasters: a nuclear Iran or a major war. Fordow is the physical symbol of this deadlock. The real question isn't whether Fordow can be destroyed, but whether the conflict can be resolved. True security requires building trust, not just bigger bombs. Diplomacy is slow and frustrating, but it's the only path to lasting peace. The alternative is a future where mountains are broken, but peace is shattered. The world must decide: keep building bombs or start building bridges. Fordow's lesson is clear: military victories can come at an unbearable cost. In the end, only diplomacy can dismantle the fortress of fear.